You?
Well, I came to the work, I suppose, about 15 years ago. I went to do a 2-week retreat with Krishna and Andrew and Amana. I was in a very difficult place in my life. My sister had a terminal illness and I was struggling in my marriage, and I had a several-month-old daughter and a stepson, and things were really pushing me. So I'd heard good things about this work and I went to check it out. And over the years I've been back again and again, and it's made such a difference to my life that I've been brought to a place where I really want to share it with other people. And in 2009, was it? We came across each other on one of the retreats.
I think it was 2012.
2012.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, and I met the Learning Love work and Krishna Mana in a moment of my life where I was actually not feeling that I was living a life that it was really mine. So all the choices that I was making, it was more fulfilling somewhere or to receive love. And I was in a big crisis, and I decided to book 2 weeks in 2008 actually. And at the time it was called Codependency 1 and 2. And then slowly I started to open myself actually to my heart and to my essence, and now I feel that I want to share my experience with all the people.
Discovering love within the turmoil of life is, to really get to know ourselves. Normally, if things are just bubbling along and we're happy and it all seems smooth, that's lovely, it's a lovely space to be in, but we really start to learn about ourselves when we hit challenges. And so within the turmoil of life, when things are pushing us and we're struggling, that is a beautiful opportunity to really drop in to find out what's going on for us, what our makeup is, how life affects us. And generally people come to do that work when they're struggling a little, when they're in enough pain that they want to shift it, or they want to know why and move on. So that's why we named it Discovering Love Within the Turmoil of Life, because it's kind of the starting point is somebody's difficulty, turmoil, and it's a beautiful way of learning to be more intimate with oneself and with others, with our partners, our children, our bosses.
Yeah. And I will also add that it's in challenges of life that you really find love, because there is also a difference between real love and fantasy love. So we have a lot of this idea of romance and happily ever after, and as soon as we get hit by some challenge with our partner or in our life, we lose the trust in love. So it's actually to find the love in that.
For me, it's a key thing is acceptance. Whilst I can't accept certain sides of my character or certain uncomfortable feelings that I've never dealt with, it's very difficult for me to have self-love because I'm pushing part of myself away. But to reach acceptance for really how life is for ourselves takes a bit of quietening down, slowing down, becoming familiar with how we avoid those feelings, and then ultimately in a safe space with the right support stepping into to feeling what we haven't. That then allows me to know what my feelings are and how I respond to life, and I can meet that with acceptance and love with a bit of practice, and then I really start to love myself for what's really there rather than a projection or a made up fantasy or an ego or a profile on Facebook or whatever it is. I actually start to relate to myself as I am and enjoy that.
And for me it's also to embrace the fact that I'm a human being and I am relating with others human beings, and actually what I found that the more I accept things in myself, I can also start to accept and bring love in relating with others, and I start also to notice that the other people are like a mirror. So I can mirror myself, and I can also get to know better myself by relating with somebody else. And yes, and self-love is a way that I can share the love also with another person. Because the way we treat ourselves, it's also the way that we treat the others.
Well, there's two very deep wounds which we all carry: the wound of abandonment and the wound of engulfment. And these permeate for all of us in different ways and in different times of our lives. So sometimes we can find ourselves behaving very anti-dependent. So we're busy, we don't need anyone, we've got it all sorted, and yeah, we can have some fun, but we don't want any commitment. And then other times in our life, or even in the same relationship, we find ourselves feeling a lot more needy and wishing the other one would spend more quality time with us, and we want them to be there. And this can come from our lack of nurturing when we were little, or our lack of freedom when we were little. So we do always look at the abandonment wound and the engulfment wound and what it means for each person, how it permeates, how they deal with that in day-to-day life, and how particularly it shows itself in their relationships.
And it was really important for the people also to be able to share themselves in the retreat. And what I noticed that it was all the people, and also from my own experience, it's more about finding first the self-love, so then you can really share with somebody else. Perhaps.
I don't think there was anything particularly unexpected that came up, but I was pleasantly surprised how quickly our group dropped in and opened, and really went very deep with their work. It was absolutely beautiful to share this space with the participants, and they were very, they really brought themselves to the group. And I was surprised how quickly it went. We went in, and how deeply they shared themselves and met us within this process. That was surprising for me. It was beautiful.
And it was also what I felt, that it was a lot of trust, like towards us, but also they shared the trust between themselves. So they really shared their inner world, and in a very short time. And also that was the feedback that they gave at the end, that they didn't know each other, but they shared things they usually don't even share with friends that I have for many years. So that was also very interesting to notice.
It just flowed so well. It was beautiful working with Manjula. We have done presentations before, but nothing like as long as this. And we didn't really have to work out that much about how we would flow and who would speak what way. It just happened, didn't it?
Yeah, it was just flowing, and it was fun, and it was serene, and I didn't have to worry of anything, because I felt that we were very equally supporting each other, and it was just easy. It was very easy, and I felt safe around Adrian, and I could just let myself be and share, because I didn't have to take care of anything else. That's also very important. Yeah. So it was great.
And the work itself holds both of us, because we've had great teachers, and it's a beautiful model to share with people. And the male-female thing really, we had feedback that was extremely supportive for people. And in a sense, I think we have different takes on the work as well. So that was great. When working with an individual, we could come from one side and come from another, and it just it did its own thing, really, didn't it?
And actually, it was also that because it was something also that we were trying to pass on to the people. It's the individual, so the individuality. It's actually bringing more. I would say it's more complete, because even if we are. It's not just that it's a male and I'm a female, we are also different, we have different background, and this brings even more to the work. Yeah.
Because this is not, it's not a formula we're teaching, it is a process that we're very much practicing ourselves. And for each person practicing these tools, it's different. It's a different experience for me than it is for Manjula, and that really came across when we were teaching together. And that's what I love about this work, it's very authentic.
And also what I can feel that I can confirm for both of us is that actually, as Krishna and Amana are saying most of the time, we are really walking the talk. So I feel very confident in this, that I'm living this work. It's not just a work or a tool, it's a way of living, it's a life choice. So I'm saying that we are bringing this in our work.
Yeah. I think we're hoping to run a 4-day retreat next May 2020. And to continue with what we're doing and carry on, build it up and work with more people.
Yes, and just spread out the work.
Yeah.
It's really, for us, is about sharing this with passion. It's our passion.
It's an absolute joy to work with people on this level and share how this can be. Yeah.
So May 2020.